Hi everybody. Wanted to clarify a few things for you today. So when you are in Google, and I'm going to go back here, and you get yourself a login, and you're welcome to use your own login, doesn't matter to me. This is the app button I was referring to. And if you hit more, you get even more of the apps that Google offers. But then if you hit even more from Google, and again, you're going to have to go all the way to the bottom here, but it'll give you a complete list or a semi-complete list of the products that Google uses, and you can filter it down to lots of different ideas so that you don't have to look at all of them. But these are awful fun to play with. They're great in the classroom. They're low tech. They're high usability, and it's very simple to do. I use Chromecast with my Roku. That allows me to show whatever's on my computer on my TV just by simply using the Chromecast button. And again, the best way to learn how to use these things is just simply to play with them a lot, which is why when you go to the assignment for today or for this week, you don't have a discussion post this week. And part of that is because I want you to actually play with a lot of the things within Google before you go ahead and do your assignment. So when you're in your content, that's my text message notification, by the way. So when you go to your stuff, I've given you a little bit about the reason that we use Google, which is all about differentiation in the classroom. It allows students to do things in multiple ways with a free program. Remember, Chrome and Google are both free, and the programs that come within them are also free to students. And that freeware is what keeps students going. So I've given you these right here, and it gives you examples of things that someone else has created that I want you to look at what Google allows you to do. So if you click on some of these and play with them yourself, that's your discussion post this week. You don't have to post about it, but I want you to actually go through and spend some time playing with Google. See some of the things that you can do. Chrome apps and extensions, once you have a Google account, you're going to get an app button for Chrome, and that's going to take you somewhere like this. You'll notice I have, and this looks very much like an iPad screen, where you've got apps that can be used on your computer. And again, you can choose to purchase apps, or you can choose to use the free ones. And I'm all about free because free is much better. All right, so let's go back here to the assignment. So go through some of these things, play with your computer, see what can be done, see what and how these things can be used, okay? And those links are all examples of how they're used. So again, part of your first week is to be there. So the first thing you have to do this week is create a Google account. Products is spelled wrong, bummer for me, all right? And that's how you go about doing that and how you go about finding those particular different things, right? So if you find something on the internet and it's in the form of like Pages, which is a Mac product, I don't have Pages, so Pages will open up in Word for me, but it doesn't exactly look like it did when it was in Pages. And being able to manipulate those pieces of information in order to differentiate for students is one of the keys of using this as a tech tool in the classroom. For example, you could have a very traditional quiz that you want to differentiate for that student who needs to maybe be a little more focused. So instead of having all of the questions on a single sheet of paper, you might put it into a PowerPoint so that they can look at one question at a time and not be quite so distracted. So what you're going to do is you're going to create an assignment. I don't care if it's a quiz, a test, a worksheet. You can take that from somebody on the web who's already created it, or you can create your own. It doesn't have to be anything real elaborate or real complicated. And what I want you to do is I want you to take that very same assignment and I want you to make it into a Sheets, which if you're in Google Drive, Sheets is the equivalent of Excel. Docs is the equivalent of Word. Slides is the equivalent of PowerPoint. And then you have Forms, which is going to be your survey tool. Drawings, which you'll have to go down here and connect more apps in order to get drawings. That's like a paint program. And then you've got the other one I want you to spend time with is Lucidchart. And Lucidchart is going to be a web program where you create webs with information on it. Again, you can go down here to connect more apps. And the only thing you have to do is you're connecting different Google apps to your Drive account. And so you can have a lot of different things in here. You can just search for Lucidchart, and this should tell you that I already have it. There you go, Lucidchart for Education. It wants me to rate it, and that's how I know that I've already got it. If you don't have it, and I don't have Lumen, it's going to say connect, and then it's going to add it to your new over here as one of the apps that you have. So the other great thing about Google, especially Google Drive, is that all of these documents can be shared. And I'm going to, because you're going to be playing with these Google products, all of them are shared in the exact same way. Now I want you to do some research, I want you to figure it out, and I want you to figure out how to share these documents. But that's what you have to do this week. And so you have to share them with a different address. This is so my state account doesn't get logged down with all the emails that I'm going to get once something has been shared with me. So you're going to do a sheet, a slide, a doc, a form, and a Lucidchart using the exact same assignment. Don't change the content of the assignment, but change the application. So don't change the wording, don't change anything. I just want you to look at it as to how it would be done in varied formats, all right? The assignment has to have a few things in it. You have to have a hyperlink, you have to have a picture, you have to have a bulleted list, and you have to have a shape of some sort added to it. Again, this is due on Friday. If you need some more time, let me know. You don't have a discussion post this week, so you've got plenty of time to do some stuff. Everybody have a great week.